Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Last time we found a whole bunch of quests which led us to this executioner and led us to many other things. I was asked, by the way, why I didn't sharpen the executioner's sword when I went into the sharpened sword menu and said that I couldn't do it. My reasoning was I didn't see the executioner's sword, but quite clearly it must have been there because we have 2 swords and there were 3 on the list. I think I was looking for it at the top of the list. The answer is probably I missed it, which is fair enough. Anyway, we are now heading back into the city in order to heal up our wounds, and then we're probably going to this graveyard at night. That's probably what we're going to do next. So, let's go into the city and then into the graveyard. Also, horse. There we go. Doesn't make us that much quicker in the city, but makes us a little bit quicker. And if we can be bothered trying to find the person out here, we can get a free wound healing. But we have to be able to actually find this person, who's usually over... Oh, what's this place? Actually, don't know what this place is. But yeah, find the person at the baths. Oh, you sell... Careful. Like guns? Is that it? Yeah, discovered a smithy. And an alchemy bench. Oh. Hello. All sorts of things I discovered back here. Cool. Cool, and a sharpening wheel and all sorts of stuff. Did I actually discover what this place is, though? No. Apparently, oh no, there's a skill teacher inside. I must have spoken to them before. I just don't know how you get into that skill teacher. Maybe it was High Neck Milk Drinker. Might have been. Anyway, doesn't matter. Just got distracted by things. Right. Anyway, let's get back to curing our wound, shall we? And I do have a head wound. I'm probably pretty easily distracted. Right. Here we go. So it's not you I need to speak to. It's someone inside here. Unless they're outside the other side. But I think it's... No, it's you. Hello.
Have a nice day, Henry.
Need the services. That one.
I need my...
There we go. And then we need to wait until late at night. Well, I think I'm probably going to read a book. That seems quite likely.
I hope you'll only need a bath next time, sir. Those wounds of yours
right.
need to heal up first.
Through here. And let's go and get ourselves where we need to go. Ah, there we are. Right, come on, Pebbles. It's time to get back into the city. It's pretty horrid weather, though. Like, this weather and the bell ringing, pretty horrid combination. Right. Let's go this way. And get further into the city. What time of day is it? No, it's also raining super heavy. I'm trying to think where we're going to read our book, because I don't want to read it outside in this weather. Could read it in Voita's house, but there's nowhere to sit. Might read it in Voita's house. Might be somewhere to sit. Right, there's also a pub across the road from him, right? I might be thinking of that pub, actually. Anyway, let's see. Through here. And somewhere up here. Yeah, so there's... So that's Voita. Is there a pub along this way? Well, where is this? Is this the right place? Ah, there's pubs just further, a little bit along. Let's go to one of them. Although it's stopped raining as much, but anyway.
Easy.
Let's go to this pub. Right. Let's go inside. Find somewhere to sit, which is going to end up being... Just try to find somewhere where I think the light will be good. Here, maybe? Let's read our book. So, what are we going to read? Well, let's read the monastic rule of Saint Benedict I. Silence. Let us act in accordance with that saying of the prophets. I have said, I will keep my ways, that I offend not with my tongue. I have been watchful of my mouth. I held my peace and humbled myself, and was silent from speaking even good things. If therefore, according to the saying of the prophet, we are at times to abstain for silence's sake, even from good talk, how much more ought we refrain from evil words on account of the guilt and penalty of sin? Therefore, because of the importance of silence, let leave to speak be seldom given, even to perfect disciples, although their words be of good and holy matters, tending unto edification. Because it is written, in much speaking thou shalt not escape sin, and in another place, death and life are in the hands of the tongue. For it behoveth a master to speak and teach, and it beseemeth a disciple to hold his place and listen. If therefore anything must be asked of the prior, let it be done with all humility, subjugation, and reverence, that he who asks may not seem to speak more than is necessary. But as for buffoonery, idle words, or such as move to laughter, we utterly condemn and forbid them in all places, nor do we allow a disciple to open his mouth to give them utterance. On daily manual labor. Idleness is an enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren ought to be employed at certain times in laboring with their hands, and at other fixed times in holy reading. Therefore, we think that both these occasions may well be ordered thus. From Easter till the 1st of October, let them, on going forth from prime, labour at whatever they are required till about the 4th hour. From the 4th till close upon the 6th hour, let them be employed in reading. On rising from table after the 6th hour, let them rest on their beds with all silence, or if perchance any one shall desire to read, let him read in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said seasonably at about the middle of the 8th hour, and after that let them work at what they have to do till the evening. The abbot must assign tasks to sick or weaker brothers that are neither too demanding nor too easy. The task should be manageable and not cause them to slack off, sink under the weight of the effort, or shirk the responsibilities. Wow, doesn't sound like it's a great time being a Benedictine monk, although you probably could have worked that out. Are we going to read the second one? You know what? We'll read the second. Obedience. The first degree of humility is obedience without hesitation. This beseemeth those who, either through fear of hell or for the glory of life everlasting, count nothing more dear to them than Christ. These presently, as soon as anything is commanded them by the superior, make no delay in doing it, just as if the commands had come from God. This obedience will then be acceptable to God and pleasing to men, if what is commanded be not done fearfully, slowly, coldly, or with murmuring or an answer showing unwillingness, because the obedience which is given to superiors is given to God, who hath said, He that heareth you heareth me. Hence it ought to be done by disciples with a good will, because God loveth a cheerful giver. It is the disciple obey with ill will and murmur, not only in words but also in heart, although if he fulfill what is commanded him, it will not be acceptable to God, who considereth the heart of the murmurer. For such a work he shall not have any reward, but rather incurreth the penalty of murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction. Okay. Anyway, abbot. When, therefore, anyone taketh upon himself the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold doctrine. That is, he ought to first show them all virtue and sanctity, more by deeds than by words. Hence, to such as are intelligent, he may declare the commandments of God by words, but to the hard-hearted and to those of the ruder sort, he must make these precepts manifest by his actions and by his life. Okay, for those who'll understand it, you tell them. For those that won't, you show them. Therefore, the abbot ought to teach, ordain, or command nothing but what is comfortable to the commands of our Lord, but let his commands and doctrine be mingled in the minds of his disciples with the leaven of divine justice. Let there be no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let not one be loved or favoured more than another, except he be found to surpass the rest in good works and obedience. With the more virtuous and intelligent, let him for the first or second time use words of admonition, but the stubborn, the hard-hearted, the proud, and the disobedient, even in the very beginning of their sin, let him chastise with stripes and bodily punishment, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words, and again, strike thy son with the rod, and thou shalt deliver his soul from death. Alright. Yeah, okay, I've confirmed it. I'm not going to become a Benedictine monk. I am going to read Life in a Saddle, however. Life advice. It may seem that horsemanship is a useless skill off the saddle, but even a foot soldier will appreciate your ability to care for the other or for other living creatures. Grooming will keep your hair shiny, and even in your love life, you'll soon learn the benefits of being able to mount well. Oh my. Right. Well, we'll read this for quite a few hours. Just hanging around in the pub. And then we'll probably wait a couple of hours and then head to the graveyard. So does it say midnight or does it say night for this guy? Let's see. Actually didn't say either. Oh. I'm still gonna go at night. Because I think it's at night, but
Why is this?
we'll wait a couple of hours and then we'll go there. Here's where he's specifically not there at night. Let's see.
I'll be right
Oh, I failed the Teutonberg tournament quest I didn't have again. Okay. It's a little odd, but anyway. He keeps failing that quest. So what's even more odd is I did return the gear. But anyway. Over here. And this should be the right place, right? Nope. Continue along the outside here. Just keep running. Wait, he's not at the cemetery anymore, is he? He's gone home. So I don't think it said at night. Starting to get the distinct feeling it didn't say at night. Okay, we're gonna stand here until 9 o'clock in the morning. At which point we're gonna speak to him. Apparently if we eat some sausage, we might be able to raise our energy. So we should probably do that. Right, food. I'm gonna eat some of this sausage. It does raise our energy, exactly. Fantastic. So we'll eat one of those.
Oh.
Our energy is good enough. Right. In here. Sorry for your loss. All the way in here, and hello there. You're the best fighter around.
I think I heard about you in a fight club.
Really? About me? What did they tell you? And who, pray tell, are you?
Well, first things first, I'm Henry. From Skalitz.
František is my name.
They told me I'd find the strongest competitor here. If it's not you, then I must be looking for some ghost.
I know this place like the back of my hand, and I've never seen a spook here. So I reckon you really are looking for me.
Mm-hmm. Also, I love that he doesn't know who we are, because I'm sure we fought together for his other quest. But let's say, why did you start fighting?
How does a city gravedigger like you become the best fighter in the area?
From necessity. The cemetery looks like a quiet place, but at night it can get pretty lively.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's really haunted here.
So I wasn't far from the truth with those ghosts.
I take good care of the cemetery, so the deceased rest in peace and wouldn't even think of haunting anyone. But I'm always chasing out drunkards and young couples who disturb the peace and quiet here. Mine and all those under the ground.
Do you still go and fight people just for fun once in a while?
I used to do it all the time. I went to the tavern after work and picked a fight with whoever crossed my path. I've even spent a few nights under lock and key when I overdid it.
That sounds like quite a wild youth.
Water under the bridge. I've turned a new leaf. I'm even on the bailiff's good side nowadays. That's because I can handle guarding this place all on my own.
I challenge you to a fight.
I challenge you to a fight. Man to man.
Now, in broad daylight. Someone will see us and there'll be trouble. Come at night. It'll be quiet and no one will disturb us.
All right then.
Come and fight.
I'll challenge you to...
You're not listening to me, eh?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure it said at night, but I came here at night and he wasn't even here. Alright, well maybe now I've spoken to him, he will be here. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go and, like, sleep for a while. Let's, head down here. We'll go and sleep at the inn. Right, didn't need to eat the sausage after all, as it turns out. Right, over here. And back into the inn. Back upstairs. No, you guys come down the stairs first. I'll wait. There we go. In here. Close the door. And sleep. Yeah, let's sleep 10 hours. Completely ruining our sleep schedule. That's okay. Right. Then we'll go and find him out of hours. Wherever he is. Right. Here we go. Am I good to eat some food now as well? Food. I mean, eat some dried perch. Sure. In fact, I can eat 2 lots of dried perch. Nice. Now up. Close the door behind us. And down the stairs we go. Hit it down the stairs in one go. Amazing. Mats.
Come here!
Did you bring anything back?
Hello, Mats.
Empty pockets and a
Oh, I got you your favorite. It's dried perch.
Big city. There's no place like it.
There we go. Right. And where's our horse? There we go. Let's go.
Easy. Good horse.
And now we're heading back to the graveyard to hopefully find this person again. Although I do notice it's changed from A to B here in terms of the quest, which means we are on the second part. So hopefully that means he's changed his actions. We'll see though. Maybe we have to go and find him at his house, and we could have done that last night, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, through here, and we're gonna go hard left here. And then we're looking for a way through to the cemetery. Should be just following this path, hopefully. Then in here. Then in here. Go the right way. Okay. So I don't think he... Well, no, he is at the cemetery. Okay, cool. Down this way, and let's slow the horse down. Get off the horse. Let's have a chat. Ready for Fight Club?
I'll challenge you to a duel.
You're not listening.
This isn't at night. Well, it's not at night enough. Alright, I'll wait an hour. Alright. I see, yeah, so you do have to go to his house. Understand. So we could have done this last night. We just didn't. Alright. Ow. Okay, didn't take as much damage as I thought we did, but I saw my whole screen turn red. Right. Hello.
My respects.
You're the wrong gravedigger? Hello.
I'll challenge you to a duel.
Then you shall have it. I accept. But first, let's clear up some rules.
All right?
First of all, fight like a man. I'm not going to chase you around here like a scared nanny goat. You stick your nose outside the cemetery wall, and you're finished. If you've had enough, feel free to give up. I won't hurt you intentionally. I'm not a monster.
Do you expect the same from me?
No. On principle, I fight as long as I can stand on my own 2 feet. And be so kind and try not to stomp around here too much, so those under the ground here have some peace and quiet.
All right.
We'll go over there. There'll be more space. Ready?
Okay, it takes us back to the cemetery. Okay. Weird. Alright. Punch. Oh, okay, we didn't win the clinch. Okay. Got him.
Bad luck!
Just keep swinging. Nice.
Watch and learn!
Back off. Let our stamina come back. Chill.
No chance!
That's okay.
Fuck that!
And... Nice. We leveled up. I wonder how many times we've leveled up in fist fights. Probably quite a lot. Okay. Got some more damage on him. And again. And again. And...
There.
Got him.
That's that.
God's wound. Oh, I haven't got a beating like that since I buried my pa.
Ah, you're not bad yourself.
Don't be hard on yourself. You're no pushover either.
You'd better believe it. And my best years are long gone. Well, you beat me fair and square, I admit it. Perhaps God sent you to me as a sign I should take it easy in my old age.
Well, it's true someone sent me here. But it wasn't God.
But with a successor like you, I don't really mind. So you won't think I'm a monster, I'd like to give you something as a reward. I don't have much, but I could teach you something. What do you say to that?
What can you do?
And what exactly can you do?
You mean what sort of skills can one pick up in a cemetery? Sometimes you've got to fix something up or replace it, and at night I've got to keep an eye out for thieves. Nothing is sacred to those bastards.
Alright.
I'd like to learn something new.
I can show you how to deal with small repairs. Or tell you how to sneak up on someone so quietly, they only notice you once you're tickling them with the whip.
You completed most of the game's content. Been there, done that. Okay. So, completed most of the game's content, it says. I did have people saying they didn't think I was, like, as far through the game as this. Like, must have only been, like, 10 episodes ago or so. But, yeah, it does feel like we're pretty near the end of the game. I was also told there was an achievement for doing pretty much all of the side quests. I would assume that's the achievement for doing pretty much all of the side quests. Which might mean that we are only doing main quests from this point onwards. Which is crazy. Like, we are definitely at the end stretch. Now, if people are right, and like we are not as far through the game as I think we are, then that means that there's a lot in the main quest. Like, it means that there is a significant amount in the main quest left to do. Which is honestly pretty cool. But yeah, cool. Although, I just remembered something. I don't know whether that achievement, because someone said that you needed to do it, like, I think it was, you could miss like 7 quests and still get that achievement. So, I don't know whether it counts the DLC quests separately or whether they're added to the main quest count. So it could be that because we've done the DLC, we got that earlier than we should have because we've done the DLC quests and we did like 6 or 7 of those. But I'm going to choose to believe that it counts them, or it doesn't count the DLC quests because that would make more sense.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Whoa.
let's get off our horse and let's head back to bed, and in the morning we can go fight Goliath again. Oh, also we leveled up to level 28. So let's go, where are we? Player. And then unarmed, first of all. So we got nothing new. Let's see what else we've got here. After executing a combo or master strike. Yeah, it still claims that we can do master strikes. Okay. What's this one? More damage during a clinch. Let's do that. Sure.
Good day.
Makes sense to me. Oh, and just because we got there, let's read the next. Also, I didn't do my level 28 one. Let's read the next part of this. You like to close the distance in a fight to make use of your wrestling skills. Alright, fairly straightforward. Then I don't have any perk. Oh no, there I do have a perk point for main level. So I can get, after killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery. Or I can get local hero. If you're in an area where you have good reputation, 60 or more, you gain a bonus to strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Well, everywhere is a good area, pretty much. So, yeah, I would like to do that. But this one's also pretty good, so let's do this. Driven by vengeance.
I'm sorry.
Right. Up the stairs.
Pardon me.
The person decided to walk down the stairs backwards so they can stare at us and say how much they disapprove. Right. Close the door. And we're going to go back to sleep. Alright. And sleep as much as we can. I guess. Then I'm going to wake up and see if I can sleep again. Alright. Time to go to sleep again. I can't sleep. Can I just stand here for... Well, can I sit and then do that for a couple hours? Yeah, alright. Seems alright to me. Just gonna sit here until 9. In our bed, staring out the window. Right. Let's eat some food as well. New day. Time for some dried beef. Stand up. And time to go. Close the door behind us.
Here we are.
Down the stairs. Down the stairs in one go. Actually, I should leave out this way.
Oh well.
Even though I know Mutt's at the other side. But this way is quicker. So, let's do that. So first of all.
Come here.
And then. Hello.
Here you go.
I got you some dried perch.
I don't feel much like
There we go. Right. Hopefully it counted as him eating it.
Nice and slow.
And now we're leaving the city once more. Well, not really. We're leaving the inner walls of the city once more. Still haven't gone out the outer walls. I'm not planning to. Right. Over here. Ditch the horse. And in we go. Right. Apparently you have more quests as well, it says, but assuming we'll get those later. Right. Goliath, I want to fight again. Now that you're awake and no longer, like, in pain.
Chanyak sent me. He said you're supposed to try me out.
Why not? You look like I could even have a bit of fun with you. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top. or at least to your shirt. And no weapons.
Really? You're gonna... This is... very annoying that you would make me do this. Okay. I will manually take off this. Okay. I'm manually taking... Oh, wait. I don't need to do that. Put those back on. Here's the problem. Now I don't know what the correct stuff is. And take the weapon off. Alright, am I good to go?
Well, shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top. Oh.
Well?
You again? Come on then.
Okay. He was mad that I had the dagger on. Are we fighting here?
Oh, Christ.
No, we're fighting in here. I don't know why it wouldn't do it in the same way as it does every other brawling fight. Because like, it won't auto re-equip my stuff, which is the annoying thing. There we go.
Christ. Shit.
Victory awaits!
Keep punching. Okay.
Bandage. Quick. I hope that's enough.
Right. And then in here, we're going to go back down to stuff. So, re-equip the dagger. Re-equip the weapon. There we go. Now we have to re-equip all the other bits and pieces that made us take off. It's a noble's hood. Yeah, noble's hood. Then it's the fitted coat. And then that. Wait, which one of these is it? I think it's this one instead, actually. There we go. Then it's not the drowned man's gloves, it's these gloves. And it's not those. Alright, actually I think this is it. Yeah. I think so. Right. Oh, right. Hello.
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have this contest, if you get my drift. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Who beat him and why?
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No, but there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Where might I find Goatskin?
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Alright. What alehouses are on Goatskin's patch?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner. And then there's the big bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Alright. I'm not going to ask why he didn't defend Goatskin because, I mean, it's because he didn't want to.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you got a job for me, tell me.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Simplicity?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, said our Lord, meaning a return to simplicity.
Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
Uh-huh. You are not who you initially seemed like, but you are full of surprises.
After our talk about Goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas.
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother.
Oh?
It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
A company of rebels?
Well, from what you've said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way round, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honor the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Well, I'm on your side.
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Well, I'll drink to it.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Stones, money, cabbage, nothing? Cabbage?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse.
Oh.
The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
All right. I like it.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll do it.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck. Take care, friend.
Feast for the poor. So we definitely haven't done every side quest. We've just done enough that we've seen most of the game's content. Okay. That's good. It says he has more quests for us, but I assume that's not true yet. Well,
I'm sorry.
actually, hello.
You surprise me. Not many fellas.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You ain't. If you want to give it another.
I'd like to ask something else about goat.
What more do you want?
Thanks.
Well.
Okay, now he'll have more quests for us later, I think. Don't know why it still hasn't marked, unless why didn't you defend leads to a quest, but anyway. Hey, Mole?
I heard about this.
You got a, you got savior snaps, I'll have that. So I'll have all of that, actually. And your Nighthawk as well. And neither of those were what I was looking for. I was wondering if you had any cabbage, but you don't appear to. That's okay. Unbalanced dice? I don't need it. That's fine.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Where is Knuckles? You're not Knuckles. Knuckles upstairs? No. Down here, maybe he's outside.
Something starting with a
None of you guys.
say he soaks his prick.
Oh, Hog. Hello.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, acquainted.
I'm Henry. Chenyek took me into your group.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Hrudosh, but they call me Hog. Rat and I are the main workforce around here.
What does that mean?
We do what Chenyek and Goliath say.
Alright, tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself. How did you end up here?
I used to be a guard in the City Watch, but then Sigismund came, and I was running my mouth. So they kicked me out, and I started stealing because I had no choice. But I wasn't very good at it, so I ended up in the pillory. Shenyek and Goliath were strolling around, and we started talking about what I did to end up like that.
Let me guess. They gave you a job?
Yes! And they taught me how to steal properly.
Tell me about the guild.
What do you think of the guild?
The guild's the best thing that ever happened to this town. It brings, hope for a change. For us and all the poor people.
What, crime paves the way to a better society?
Well, robbing a thief ain't no sin. When Sigismund's gone, everyone will be better off. Take care.
Alright. Cool. Now, where's Rat? Because Rat will also have something to say then.
God be with you.
Also just talk to beggars, apparently. This is Zavish. Strinad. There. Okay. Goliath. Hello. Who's that skeleton at the table?
Is it normal for a skeleton to sit at the table in this tavern?
Of course. When he orders a beer, he gets a rag to go with it. It's a long story. You better ask the innkeeper.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Tell me, how did you end up here? And what do you do here?
Jenyek pulled me out of the ditch and offered me a new life. Literally. I've been helping him with his the thing he's doing.
You say that like it doesn't matter to you one bit.
Jenyek matters to me. He's a great friend, and I owe him a lot. I believe what he's doing is right.
So you just do what he tells you?
Pretty much. And since I've been doing it, my life has been so much better.
Don't you have some plans and aims of your own?
When Chenyek gets what he wants, I'll open my own tavern. Until then, I'll be at his beck and call.
You don't seem to have many opinions of your own, do you?
What good would they do me? Everything Chenyek says makes sense to me. At least the parts I understand. So why come up with something on my own?
Alright, tell me about the guild.
Tell me more about the guild.
Look, I'm not much of a talker. You should ask Chenyek. All I can tell you is that we're a good bunch of nice people. Poor, or kind. It was good to
Alright.
see you, my friend. At least you
They do
haven't
seem like a nice group of
City
people,
Council
which is
organising another
unusual
collection repairs
for
and modifications.
this game. Usually you'll be like, this looks like a nice bunch of people, and then they'll have some horrid backstory. But I think that this is a bunch of people who are presented as horrid, who actually have a nice backstory. Alright, who's that skeleton?
Where did the skeleton come from?
Another newcomer who hasn't heard of Hugo. I'm happy to tell you because it's a hilarious tale. Have you got the time?
Sure.
I sure do. Tell me.
Well, then listen carefully. 10 years ago, back when the tavern belonged to another fella, miners used to gather here and play dice for money. Miners are not very rich, and they often lost what little they had to live on. But their wives were understandably pissed off, so they came up with a plan. They clubbed together to buy a skeleton of a hanged man from the executioner, and they hid it in the cupboard where the miners kept their dice, thinking they would take it as a sign from God. But when the drunken men opened the cupboard and saw the skeleton, they were amused. They sat it down next to them, gave her a drink, and even threw the dice when it was the skeleton's turn.
The wives' plan didn't work out so well.
The miners don't come here anymore, but Hugo, as he came to be called, stayed. The miners don't come here anymore, but Hugo, as he came to be called, stayed. I'm telling you, he'll be still sitting here long after our bones are in the ground. Good story, right?
Yeah, it's good, except for that bit where you said the same line twice, weirdly.
Great. I'd have a drink with Hugo in a heartbeat.
What's new around here?
What's new in the city?
Nothing much.
Alright. See ya. Now we're still looking for Knuckles. Is Knuckles in here? Beggar. No. Oh, Knuckles might be outside. There we go. Oh, find out what he wants from me.
You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
No.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't really need the lockpicks, but I should really just take them out of principle at this point. Right. Where is this warehouse? Right there to the south. Okay, well. I also need to buy a cabbage. I forgot I had to buy a cabbage.
Easy. Easy.
Let's go buy a cabbage. Also, apparently I've overeaten. Oh, because I drank beer. I understand. Yeah, and beer gives you nourishment, which therefore pushed us over the nourishment amount. I understand. That's fine. I guess it means we should ideally aim for a little bit below absolutely full, but anyway, let's not worry about that.
Don't be shy. Quality
Right.
goods here.
In here, and gonna stop the horse like here-ish. Right. Can you give me a cabbage? Thank you.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Yes, I bought my single cabbage and then left. Right. Let's go out this way. And we'll hopefully find Sigismund's warehouse. And we'll just sneak in, steal the sausages, leave a cabbage, and that's the job done. We may also steal the wine. If I steal the wine, I'm stealing the wine and I'm giving it to... Wait, there's 2 quests down here apparently? There's 4 quests down here. That doesn't seem correct. But maybe there is now that I've done Knuckles' quest. Or like now I've spoken to Knuckles. That's weird. They all have their own quest apparently. I don't believe it though. Anyway. We'll do that when we get back. Right. Head down this way. And...
Whoa! Whoa!
Figure out where we need to go.
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Okay. We're on the other way. Although, you know what we could do? It severely did not like that. Yeah, it was like, don't you even think about trying to do that. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go down here and around. Is it outside the wall or inside the wall? It's outside, yes. Yeah, so we have to go around anyway. That's fine. Right, let's go. Cross here, and now we can go. Going as fast as we can. Down into this area here. So I think this is the place, like right here. Is that right? Yeah, so this is the place. Just checking again. I know we just checked, but it says the entrance is here. Alright. Hello.
Where do you think you're going?
I just wanted to come in.
If anything's gone missing here, then you're in for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh dear, I wouldn't want anything to go missing. Right, in here. Just doing a little bit of casing the joint. Looks like a good way out, unless we can move that ladder somehow, which I don't think we can. Alright. Could always distract the guard by chucking something and then just running in. That seems a little optimistic. Maybe getting on those logs as a path in. Let's check. Oh. Hello. Ooh. Oh. Okay. This is definitely trespassing. Let's maybe drink a little savior snaps before we go fully in here. Yeah. Let's go. Peek out here. It says people traveling around we're specifically not allowed to kill them. So we need to get round the edge and then into this bit in the center, I think. Just take a look. Yeah, so that's where I want to go. No one is on this side. I crouched? No, now I'm crouched. Okay. Is this dude? You turn around? Yes, okay. So wait back here, wait till we see him pass us, then we go. Okay. So I'm going to wait till this guy changes where he is, and then I'm going to go. So my logic is the other guy was pointing in the other direction last time we saw him. So when guard shift changes, we go. Let's see. Just need to wait for him to get bored. No. Peek your head out. Okay. Now where are we going? Guess we're going into here. Just need to figure out how. What we're worrying about. Mutt! No, Mutt, you can't be in here. Okay. Hopefully this is fine. Assuming it's the green tent I'm aiming for. I think we can see his shadow just a little bit there. What? Stop it. Okay. I think Mutt distracted them. Mutt. Okay. Steal all of that. Very hard lockpick. Alright, well. We're here now. There we go. Steal all of that. Then put one cabbage in there. Right. Anything else in here? No. Okay. So, next, we peek, we go. Just looking for this wine. No idea where the wine barrel is. See the soldier? Where you going? That might be the wine there. That's our way out. Over the wall. Just need this guy to go away. Whenever he goes away, we're good to go. This isn't what we're looking for. Did say I wasn't going to get the wine, so let's go. And we're out. Cool. That went pretty well. Okay. And into the city. Right. Horse. Right, let's go.
Quick!
And into the city as fast as we can. And we're going to immediately stop the moment we hit the city limits. That's okay. Right.
Easy, good horse.
Yeah, good horse. And now we have to go and find some beggars. Although there might be there were beggars back at the pub as well. We could just go feed them. Do two things at the same time. Right. Get off the horse. Over here. Hello there.
Greetings. What do you need?
I brought food.
I brought you some food.
Sigismund's sausage. You can have 5 of that.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll fill my belly and even have some left over for tomorrow. Who should I thank for these gifts?
Thank the Kuttenberg Guild.
All this is from the Kuttenberg Guild and the good King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful. May God bless our King Wenceslas. I'll be with you, Henry.
Alright, might be more people in here to feed. Hello.
Greetings. How can I help?
I brought food.
I brought you some food.
Okay. You're gonna have 5 of these.
Sweet Jesus. I can't believe it. I must be dreaming. So much food. I'll feed my whole family and have some left over for the neighbors. Who do I thank for this feast?
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
Kuttenberg Guild.
For everything, thank the local guild and King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful. May God bless our King Wenceslas.
Alright, I think that's
Good
going
to
to
see you,
repeat
my friend.
each time now, so we're not going to do that each time.
I'm sorry.
Not you, Chinyak. Out here.
Yeah.
Hello, beggars.
Welcome. What can I...
Food.
Brought you
I got you 5 of these. There we go. Confirm.
Sweet Jesus, I can't believe it. Who
Yeah.
do I thank?
Same stuff each time.
Is this... May God bless... See you soon, my friend.
Right. You don't have anything. Oh, unless maybe it's because you're drinking? Nope. Okay. This one?
Lord be with you.
Looks like it's not every beggar I can
Brought you
bring
some-
food, it's just some of them. Okay. Right. Confirm. There we go.
Sweet. Oh, feed...
all this.
Is mate. Take care.
Right.
I'm sorry.
None of these ones. Must be... Oh, how about you?
I'll be with you.
Nope.
Farewell.
Okay. That's just a ruffian, not a beggar. Let's head out the front here. Another ruffian. Alright. Further in, let's see if we got any more beggars. Did around gates and around churches, and the church is this direction, as is the gate, so seems like a good place to go. There's usually one begging around here. Aha. There we go. Hello. Apparently I'm not able to give him food. Despite him literally begging for food. No, he's not on the beg list. He's not allowed it. It's a townsman. Oh, you're the same guy doing the like examination of this thing. Right, more people I can give food to. Find them. I don't know whether I could have all given it all to one person or whatever, because it seemed to be letting me, but it did say out of 5, so. Yeah. Whoa, 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 don't take that out. I was trying to reply to the guy and say, like, nice to meet you or whatever, but instead I pulled out my sword. Very different vibe.
Oh, good people.
Hello.
Good day, sir.
Good day, yeah, brought food. Brought you 5 sausages. Right.
Sweet Jesus, who do I... All this is may God...
There you go.
See you later.
Oh, apparently that's it. But I'm still going to feed more of them.
I brought you some food.
Right. There we go.
Sweet G. Oh, food. Forever. Is this, mate? Farewell.
Perfect. Next one.
I brought you some food.
Okay. This guy's a beggar monk, though, specifically.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll fill my belly and even... Who should
Okay. He had a very, very
Is
slightly
this how it
different
may
first
God-
line.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay. It's just a townsman. You?
Greetings. What?
I'm
Food?
bringing you some...
Here, have 5 sausages.
Dear God. Of who sent?
The cook...
There we go.
Take care, Henry.
Next one. Nope. Sorry, no food for you. You're not on the approved beggar list. Right, we'll cut through here. Let me try that again. Cut through here. There might be beggars at the other side who we can give stuff to. Okay. Any beggars around here? There's some around down this way, aren't there? Yeah. Hello.
Good afternoon.
I brought you some...
There we go. 5 more of that.
Sweet Jesus. Oh, who do...
Forever.
Is this... May...
Right.
Farewell, my friend.
And then down here. Wait, are you a beggar as well? You want food?
I brought you...
Sweet. I'll feed. Who do I?
There we go.
Is this? May God. Farewell.
Wonderful. Now we're giving away all the food. And we can head back. Apparently we only had to give out half of it, but we gave it all away in bits and bobs. Or, you know, in like multiples of 5. And now we're heading down this way. Oh, I can see some actual guards up there. It's interesting. Well, I don't know if it's just for a show or whether that implies that that's an actual area you can go to. Huh. Alright, anyway. Interesting. Probably not relevant, but interesting. Right. Down here to where it says that we've got a ton of quests to do. And... let's go in. Hello.
Good day to you.
I completed my task.
I did what you asked me to do.
Great. So you robbed the chest and fed the poor?
I robbed the chest and left the cabbage in it.
Ha ha! Great work. He's in for a big surprise, the red-headed fucker. Good work. What about the beggars?
I fed as many people as I could.
You're a hero. Folk will really appreciate that, you know. They've never eaten like this before. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? And that feeling of satisfaction. We may not be any richer, and yet...
It feels good.
You know what? I'm beginning to understand the guild's modesty.
See? And now, let's talk about your next job. Just before I tell you more about it, try talking to Rat. I'm sure there are a few side jobs for a chap like you. And Goliath could teach you how to throw a proper punch. He's the best brawler far and wide.
Alright, cool. So we've got all sorts of people to talk to here now. We finished a feast for the poor. And that is us done for now. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.